Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt Dog.
Welcome to the show. Let's get this party started.
Yeah, I'm out.
Hopefully, y'all had a great day today.
I'm out.
It wouldn't be allegedly because he was charged.
Welcome to Speak. I'm out. Welcome to Speak. I'm out.
Why, those must be some good wings.
I'm out. Who You With, Kurt Dog.
It's Friday night and we up in the house tonight. Oh Lord, I need to cut some lights on. Hold on. Can't see me. Talking, stop laughing at me. What's going on? Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt Dog. I'm Who You With, Kurt Dog. It's Friday night. Me and McGarrett, we said we coming on tonight. We got some stuff on our mind and we're going to talk about it tonight. We want to know what's on your mind. You can hit us up in the chat. Let us know where you're from. If it's your first time on the show, definitely let us know. But anyway, it's time for my little sister, Miss Risky. What's going on, Miss Risky?
Nothing. Still looking up the people from something you wanted to talk about.
Oh,
I still ain't found them.
I'm gonna shoot it to you.
All right.
I had sent it to you on Messenger.
Well, I didn't have the full story. It was the interview.
It was an
Unless it
interview.
Yeah, but I need to read stuff. I didn't have time to look at a video.
Okay. Let me see if I could get the name real quick. See, we live. And we're a little rusty because we haven't been here in a while, but we are here. So, but yeah, we are live. I'm gonna send you some on Instagram because I posted on my page on Instagram a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you can let me grab it real quick and do that real quick. That's why I say we are live. This is not a test. This is a live show, and we do some crazy things on the show. Like for instance, if we forget about something, we gotta go back and look. So all right, I'm gonna send it to you real quick.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to everything is taking me back to the old show. I'm trying to share and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's tripping. Okay, I just sent it to you on Instagram. So how you been? Well, that's the one that's on. I could text it to you probably.
No. I'm in Instagram.
Oh, okay. But
see, this is what I got to deal with. Who does in foreign languages, like these random private follow me back? I don't know, you spam.
What you know what? This week have been really crazy because I've been getting a lot of spam calls. So for the last 10 plus years, they've been calling asking for somebody named Deidre Brown. And they cannot pronounce the name right.
Mm-hmm.
But then they turn around. I'm like, look, what company you work for? Oh, would you like to have Medicaid? I can't say what I said on the phone. But I actually said some foreign language.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman told me, oh, you have a real good mouth. You stay on my phone, you're gonna find out exactly how good my language can be. So finally, after a couple of minutes, she hung up. I said, oh well. But they still called back. Different numbers, San Antonio, Houston, Cedar Hill, all over. So, but that's what been dealing with me. So how? Oh Lord, I did something. Hold on, I've got to change something real quick. Hold on.
Stop pressing buttons.
I don't. I know. I just realized something. You know, we rusted. We haven't done this in a.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
Well,
you French? Oui. Parlez-vous français? That's all.
But anyway,
and I know food. That's it.
Yeah, I seen you went grocery shopping.
My favorite word.
Seen you went grocery shopping.
I did. I went grocery shopping and I was like trying to get the little cart, and the lady in front of me, she knew I wanted the little cart, but guess what she did? She grabbed the little cart. But that's okay. You know what? I drove that big old cart from Tom Thumb, like a Bonneville, for my
Uh-huh.
like 8 items. That's all I got in that big old thing. I could have gotten a hand cart, but I was thinking bigger. I don't know. But
Well, that's
I'll be
great.
on my watermelon diet this weekend because I gained some weight and I need to get it together.
Ooh, don't talk about gaining weight. Please don't.
Listen, I got to get it
Because
together.
when we went on our cruise, Lord have mercy, I gained 10 pounds on the cruise.
Yeah. See, my birthday, and I just kept going up. February. February is over.
And
March is
and
over.
and then I actually did go to the gym one day. One day I did. So, but had a great time. But you talking about eating? I think almost every night our last meal of the day was a pizza.
Yeah. You got to do your carbs.
So I was like, Lord. But we had a great time. Enjoying enjoyed spending time with some friends. Um, to the couples that went with us. Should, yeah, I should say their name. The
Huh?
Scotts, the Watkins, and there was another couple. I didn't know them, but they was all cool. We went ATV riding.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It was fun. It was fun.
Like, I'm always
But
paranoid of driving myself in foreign territory.
well, it wasn't bad because now take it the land that we was on, they have like 2,200 acres out there.
Okay.
So, but going down some of these hills, I'm like, you got to be careful because you get down there and it's a low dip down there. You mess around and fly off. Now, I wasn't with the, it was just my wife and a couple, and somebody else was with us. And the other couples, they went with a different group. But you talking about we had some laughs. Um, Somebody ended up in a cornfield. Don't ask me how. I wasn't with
I
them.
know how because they've been toasting in the new year and we ain't even there yet.
Somebody got a flat. Uh, said their four wheeler was leaning up against a big stone. I said, Lord have mercy. But we had a great time. It was food. It was good. We also seen some white deers that was out there. They had all type of animals out there. White deers, chicken, rooster, dogs, cows, iguanas.
Of
Talking
course,
about
they're everywhere.
iguanas,
Them
they
giant
about
alligators.
they was about the size of my arm.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh no. Then at one point while we was riding, I think we was close by a rattlesnake because someone was up in the bushes shaking. So I'm like, zoom, trying to hear him get past it. I'm like, no, 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 no. So but we had a great time.
That's good.
Went to St. Croix, uh, Dominican Republican, um, some other place we went to
That was
in Bahamas.
Dominican Republic.
It was actually good. It
I've
was
heard
good.
some good things about that place. I may need to do a search on them.
It was actually where the part we went to. Um, it was good. They drive bad. They roads are much narrower than our roads, so we on
But I
this
think that's
bus.
most countries because if you go outside, like into the UK or Ireland, things like that, their roads are smaller because they don't have like the big SUVs and the trucks with the dualies and Hummers. Like their cars are a little more compact.
And they drive on the opposite side of the road than we do. So
Yeah, yeah.
it was
I had
it
to
was
think about it because I was
crazy.
like, Ireland, I think they were different. But no, I think they did. But we were
No,
on,
no, I take that back. Uh Yeah, they did. They did. They did. I know in St. Croix they did. San Juan, no, in San Juan they didn't, but the
Listen,
bus we was on,
Latin countries, they just have their own rules. So you can't go by normal standard driving regulations.
yeah, but we had a great time. Needed that rest because we work hard.
Yeah.
We work hard. What up, Radio Chaos is up in the house. My little yeah, my little brother out of Canada. What's going on, Radio Chaos? Say, Mr. Kurt Dow, Miss Risky, long time no see. It have been a while
No matter how many.
between the vacation and work. It been rough. It been very rough. But we back. We trying to. I'm not gonna say we're gonna be on here every week, but we trying to get that way. We trying to work it out. But while we here, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna have a good time. And we still gonna cover some things. What we want to know tonight is what's on y'all mind. What's on y'all mind? How y'all been doing? Tell us how y'all been doing. And matter of fact, Miss Risky, I supposed to been hooking up with All Aboard when we came back, and didn't get a chance to meet up with her. So All Aboard, if you're listening, I apologize.
Just flipping.
I'm gonna do like T-Pain and Jamie Foxx.
You can't
Blame it
blame
on
that.
the alcohol. Say what?
You can't blame that.
Hey, we had a great time all in all. We're actually looking at trying to do something different for our anniversary. So probably another cruise. um so what's been going on with you, Miss Risky, for the last month or so?
Just trying to get my hustle on. Doing like beta testing for games. Trying to get a couple coins to fund my habits. Spoke with a publishing company that's local, and I trying to revamp something I've put out already in my book series. So I'm trying to consolidate and turn it into one story. And I thought it was going to be easy to do, but now I'm just like, I have 3 variations of a starting point. Like, I don't know where to start. I know, like, once I get to everything else, I just don't know how to start. And that's what I did today at work when, and before
Don't
you
say at
no,
work.
listen, my boss was out. It's a holiday. Nobody was at work. So I was like, I utilized that time to try to write something and try to, get inspired. And then I started watching Stargate for the 1100th time. I'm watching all the way through all the series all together, because you can watch them in order with all 3, series. So yeah, I'm a geek like that. I own
Yeah,
it.
okay.
So yeah, that's it. And so I'm gonna try to do that because we're gonna try to get an agent to do what an agency that was recommended, but I want to make sure I have this first and see if this pans out.
Okay. Hey, I got your back, and we about to do this thing. Um, I'm actually shopping around myself. Um, I found one company I'm considering going with, but I want to shop around with a couple of more before I
Yeah.
just pick somebody because um, I don't want it half done. And I know I've been talking about the book for a couple of years now, and it's time to uh, get it printed, get it out on the shelves. Because I feel like this book will help someone, um, either someone that is going through it or been through it, or they may know somebody who going through it or been through it, and that's what I'm all about. So trying to do that, working quite a bit, uh, trying to live life because it's packed. Matter of fact, I know before I went on vacation, we briefly talked about it. The case out of Memphis that someone asked us to look into. It's a lot. They texted me last week, and like I told them, it's plate is full. I'm gonna continue to try to do the research on it before we talk about it on the show because it'd have to be a good fit. You know, we don't put anything out that is not accurate. Um, so we're gonna continue to look into it, and once we get enough information, then we may bring it on the show. But we want to make sure we're not putting out the wrong information. Um, so that's what's been going on with us as for right now. Other than that, we just trying to live, trying to
Yeah.
live.
I've been apparently cohabitating with weird things in my apartment outside the perimeters. So, all right. So I think the last show I think I mentioned that I thought there were cats living in my ceiling or vents. We couldn't find anything. But they went away or died. I don't know. I think they went away because I still hear them every once in a while, but they're at a distance. So they're thriving. But now it's been replaced by some scratching noises, and I think the rats or squirrels have moved in. And the last thing you want to hear when you're sitting on the toilet trying to, be one with nature is scratching noises and something coming through the walls at various hours of the day. So yeah, I haven't heard of them today, so I don't know if pest control did something. I didn't see a note, but they're pretty stealthy. They leave things in random places. So I got me some mothballs, old school. Because if you ain't paying rent, you don't need to be here.
What
Plain
say
and
you
simple.
you got to pay rent to live here?
If you're a cute animal, we can make it work. TikTok videos. Let's make this profitable to both of us.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Someone
good.
text me.
I was drinking my sparkling, not so sparkling, rosé Welch's grape juice with little splashes all out, but it's all watered
Yeah.
down. It's just like, but I'm a trooper.
You know,
I'm gonna drink it all.
I gotta stop trying these recipes that I see online.
Yeah, I don't know why
Because
you
I
try it. You
think,
need to run it by me first.
well, if the thing is, I seen this recipe online. This guy was doing Stella Rose Black
Oh yeah.
and Hennessy. And I'm like, hey, it sound good. So a couple of weeks ago, I made myself, my wife, and my sister-in-law drink. After I drank it, I said, y'all know what? I think I'm a little tipsy. Then once I said it, they was like, yeah, my head kind of spinning too. So I don't know. I think I put too much Hennessy in it or something, but it was pretty strong. I was like, can't do that one too many times because
Well, I mean,
you'll
it is
miss
also
out on some things.
sweet, and I can't do a lot of sweet things.
Well, I did some was it Sunday? Yeah, I did some Sunday. Um, and it was actually I didn't put as much Hennessy in it. So it was actually pretty good. Gully Barbecue, where is that located? Um, not sure where it's located. Let me see if I
Never heard of
can
it.
pull that up. It seemed like I've heard of that. I want to say it's here in town, but I'm not sure. Seemed like I've heard of it. Yeah, it's in Fort Worth. I haven't been there. Um, uh, it's over on Dick Price Road. Um, I don't know. I might have to make a trip. make a trip and see. Um, go out there and try it out. I love some good barbecue. Um, if it's good, I don't mind traveling. The one I've had in Fort Worth, what's the name of it? God, what's the name of that barbecue place? It's really good. One thing I like about them because Smokeaholic out of Fort Worth. It's really good because everything is fresh daily, and I'm like, hey, now the downfall for Smokeaholic, when you go there, you have to either order online, or you could be waiting in line for a pretty good while because it's fresh. Once they gone, they gone. Um, and I think they voted. Uh, I'm sorry. Uh, got another
Focus ad
text.
had.
Well, hey, when my boss texts, I gotta answer. How she is.
Listen,
Gotta answer.
your boss, or your work boss?
My wife, my
Okay,
my
never mind then.
my wife boss.
Yes, the
um,
boss lady.
I know Smokeaholic, they was actually voted #1 a couple of years ago. And they are good because, like I said, they cook everything fresh. Once they out, they out. I haven't had anything bad from there. Um, so so that's I'm gonna have to try Goldies and see. I can't do it this week. I might be able to do it. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the barbecue sauce. I'm like, wait a minute. I see
Barbecue
$50 for some.
sauce.
I see Goldie Box regular price $50. I'm like, yeah, that caught my eye. I'm like, $50. What's in that box? But I still feel the same way. A good barbecue, you don't need sauce on it. That's my opinion. Um, okay, I'm gonna have to check them out. It's probably kind of like they're kind of in the same area as Smokeaholic, so it's a lot of new barbecue places coming up, and a lot of the older barbecue places are having to. They basically running out because a lot of them not making it fresh, but the new places, a lot of them are making it fresh. Um, oh, so they only serve. I guess they only serve certain meat on certain days.
What kind of mess is that?
Well, they from on looking at the website, they say Monday 10 to 3 p.m. for brisket, Tuesday 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for ribs, Wednesday 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for sausage. And
Listen, I can't work like that. I like if I'm
Mhm.
craving something, it needs to happen that day. I can't be like, oh, it's only Tuesday. Like me and what was it, Chick-fil-A? They're like Sundays is when I want it.
Hold on. Oh, they have brisket classes. Teaching people how to. Oh, you could choose what class you want to go to, and
What?
yeah, and they looking like it's $700. I won't be doing that, but I could cook anyway, so it won't even matter. Um, know what I've been trying lately is oh uh radio said we don't have real barbecue places here. It's probably well, I don't know. I've never been to Canada. I want to come, so hopefully y'all get. So that means if I come up there and open up a barbecue place, I'll make a killing. We'll have barbecue bear and everything, won't we? Hey Yogi,
I
now,
want some good
uh,
ribs. Like I was craving that like past few months, but I'm too lazy to go and do anything about it. Because the only place that's relatively good that I know of is Soul Man's, which is down there, and ain't nobody driving down there.
So man,
Yeah, they used to have one in Addison. I don't know if it's still there, but they have one in Louisville.
so man.
Soul Man's.
I guess it is. I guess depends on the person taste buds, but I haven't done so many since Pappy was a pup. Because I, I I've ate there
They have
many of
really
times
good
before.
ribs. I like their ribs.
Now, see, I would give anybody a chance. My biggest thing is if I'm coming in there for barbecue, I want my sauce on the side. I don't want it on the meat because I want to taste the flavor of the meat.
Yeah,
A lot
theirs
of
is on the
people,
side. I mean, every time I
oh,
got it, it
okay,
was like because I would get their spicy one. They have a spicy sauce and a regular one, and I would get the
no,
spicy.
okay. Well, that's good. T-Cab, welcome to the show. She said, hey, y'all, hopefully my chat shows. Oh, excuse
You
me.
know those are
I haven't had.
contagious.
So
You know
what?
those are contagious. How dare you?
Hey, that just came up. I was trying to hold it in. T-Cow said, hey, y'all, hopefully my chat shows because I can't pull up the show. Happy Good Friday. Yes, it is Good Friday. It is Good Friday, the Friday before Easter, when he rose up. Hey, all right now. But I like good barbecue. I do. But did you get enough information yet? I start with that.
I mean, you can start, do whatever. I mean, I'm a fast reader.
Hold on. Let me pull it up then.
Like I had the story and
Um
then I lost it. I don't know what I was doing. Doing too many things because, like, I was trying to share this show, but it's showing the old show. Like
yeah.
it's like you're. I guess I don't know if you pinned the last show, um, but yeah, that's weird.
Mm. Okay, I don't know because someone wife texted me and said that she was having problems trying to get on. But I went on it and I'm able to, of course I'm in the back office, but yeah, I can
I mean, I can eventually get to, but it's like, let me show you what it's pulling up. I'll send you a screen grab.
I'm trying to
Because it
make
took me a
sure
minute because it showed the old show, and I was like, okay. So I shared
hold
it,
on.
and I was like, but that's not right. But they'll catch on because it was like live, and I was like,
Okay.
that's not the show that we're doing.
Yeah, it's on there because
Well, now,
I can actually.
let me show you what I saw. This is what I got, and it still shows it's live, but it's not the correct show description.
Oh, that's what I had to change a while ago when you
Yeah,
told me to stop typing.
yeah,
I had to change that.
yeah.
So
So when I was doing my thing, I was like, it's still, and I was like, well, we're on now, so
yeah,
yeah,
I changed that out.
I was able
So
to get it right on YouTube, like so. But I was just like, what?
yeah, that's why I said, oh, I forgot to do something. You told me to stop typing.
Yeah,
I was trying to change it because I really, like I told you, I'm rusty. It been a while. It been a long while. Um, Let me make sure it's right as like it should be. Yeah, it's on there.
yeah. It's on now because I was on YouTube and it was corrected.
Okay. Um, but um, this came out, I guess, a couple of days ago. But this actually happened. Um, I guess in the last 2 weeks, about a couple
In
here in
DeSoto,
Dallas.
yeah.
um, which is crazy because we heard this before and not sure what's going on. Um, but a black couple living in Dallas say their 2 week old daughter was taken from them because they decided to have a home birth with a midwife. 2 weeks ago, Tamika Jackson gave birth to a daughter, Malaya, at home with the assistance of a licensed and certified professional midwife. Um, and they decided after the baby was born, everything went good. She was, I think, over 6 pounds or something. Um, so they've been using this pediatric for over a decade for all their kids. And when they tuck the baby in, kind of find out, um, I guess allegedly the baby had jaundice, which is
Jaundice. Yeah.
common in
Infant.
newborns.
Yeah.
Um, and the doctor, I guess he allegedly got pissed off because they didn't come to him to get birth for their baby, whatever. I don't know. But he notified CPS. CPS came to the house with the police. Um, and they told him no, they couldn't have the kid, they child, and they left. Then I believe the story I seen today, the husband was walking the dog, and while he was walking the dog, the police came back. The sheriff department came back and knocked on the door, and she wouldn't let him in. But when the husband came up, they end up arresting the husband for whatever charges, and then turned around and took his house key. Um, Now this is one side of the story. Took his house key to enter the home, took the baby. CPS gave Miss Jackson some paperwork, and after they left, she realized her name is not on there. It was some other woman name on there, and they have no idea what's going on with the baby. And they, soon as she realized what was happening, she said, "No, this is not my name on here." And it's really jacked up because we did a story on another couple. I believe it was in a different state where CPS did something like this, where they was actually stopped going down the road. And the police did a traffic stop, and CPS took their kids at took their newborn at that time. And my thing is, they need to be held accountable.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically legalized kidnapping
Yeah,
because they have a title in their name and they're thing to say, you know what, your child doesn't have shoes on. I'm taking them. That's neglect. You're not taking care of your child, and they're well within their rights to make judgment calls and be, take kids under their care, under, their own. I forgot the term I was going to use. I went blank. But whatever. But yeah, they're allowed to do that. I mean, they're just basically, some of them can be bullies because they have that position, and who can stop them, and then by the time you try to fight them, you got to go to court, and that's not like instant. Like, these kids are in foster care, and then the thing with children being in foster care, a lot of kids end up missing.
yeah,
A lot of kids end up missing, and child trafficking is serious business. And these families who had their children taken just because end up not getting their children back. I mean, it's and it's starting to happen more and more every month or so. But yeah, they really need to, like, the kids they need to be taken. They don't, like, the what was
exactly.
it, the what's his name, Gabriel Hernandez. I think that was his name. So many kids. They have a Netflix specials if you want to tune in about these children falling through the cracks of CPS, and like these kids have visible marks on their bodies. This one poor kid, he had plugs missing out of his head, fat lips, busted eye, broken limbs, and all because they didn't want the gay uncles to raise him. And he was
Now,
being abused by, you know, uh, the mom and her boyfriend. Gabriel Fernandez is his name. I mean, like
mm,
he did a school photo and he's all bruised up. Like, come on. Like like even the teacher tried to stop him, but teachers can only do so much.
yeah, it's really crazy because one thing about CPS, I know people that have worked for CPS, um, they're overworked and underpaid.
Yeah.
Overworked and underpaid, just like school teachers. Overworked, underpaid. And they're very short-handed. And the problem is with CPS, they pick and choose who they can. Now, I had a incident years ago, and I remember the CPS investigator told me he didn't care what the mother said, did, or anything. His job was to keep the kids with the mother.
Hmm. Yeah, keep them with their families. That's priority.
And the thing is, with this uh, young couple, here it is, you ripping a child from them, and you have no reason why. What's the reason why? Who is the person name that is on this letter? Because apparently y'all got your reference crossed out, because why would this other woman name be on there? Y'all thinking this young lady was her, and y'all are messed up, and y'all need to be held accountable for it. And I'm like this: everybody need to flood CPS line and demand they return that child immediately. That's what needs to happen, and they need to be held accountable. It don't make no sense for this to even happen. Unfortunately, it's other kids, like Miss Risky said, it's other kids out here that is that actually need help but can't get it. They can't get it for the simple fact CPS pick and choose who they're gonna take and who they're not gonna take. But when I heard about this story, first thing I thought about was this story that we did last year. The same thing happened with this couple, and I cannot remember the state it was in, but CPS took their child, newborn child. And it's like, really? Um, which is crazy altogether.
Yeah.
Um, so hopefully they get the baby back, and hopefully nothing happened to this child. At least the baby is young enough, probably won't remember none of this. But the thing is, it should never happen. Greg Abbott asked what we should do with all this extra money we have. Okay, pay school teachers more, stronger gun laws. Instead of making it easier for people to get guns, make it stronger.
And we need better like childcare. Like childcare is
Childcare.
expensive. It's rent, and they expect like they're doing all these things to promote childbirth, and they're getting rid of abortions and birth control, making it more difficult. But you're not doing anything once the kids are here. Like kids are expensive. Life is expensive. Like you can't pay your bills, and then all of a sudden, you paying rent, and now you gotta figure out what to do with these kids. Is once they're here, like why is childcare for an infant child $700 a month. That's rent.
In some
Nobody has
cases,
an extra $700 a month.
actually, if it's an infant, it could be
Well, I'm just talking
look,
about like in Arlington because I know that one for personal reasons. So I know that's
look,
700 for hers.
they could be pretty expensive because some of them
Yeah,
is like
and
three or
yeah,
four
depending
hundred
on the
dollars a
area, but
week. And
and
some of them
how
is
many
three or four
days
hundred
they get
dollars.
them. But yeah,
So
that's a lot. Like bring
um,
back after school programs. But the thing with that is like we have so many regulations, and then people get through the cracks, and now you got people violating your kids. Like you just can't win. But we need to make it easier on the parents. The parents are working hard to provide for these kids. Let's ease some of that burden. Like we got the money for it. You know, our legislation don't need to be able to pay for their mistresses and summer homes or whatever, and have full retirements at the end of the year. At the end of their terms, take that money and put it for senior care, child care. These like come on, Social Security. Like you can't survive on that.
sure can't. You definitely can't do that.
Like I was looking at mine, I was like, like I'm gonna have to have a OnlyFans in my 60s. I gotta start doing my squats.
Well, I say you're gonna be 82 years old.
Get my gums right.
The oldest
Give them the
uh
Velveteen treatment.
the oldest person on OnlyFans. Better
And I
have
probably
my
won't be the oldest one.
mm.
I'm just saying, I probably won't be the oldest because everybody gonna be on it.
Now, you know what? I'm not claiming that. I'm claiming that
I
that
mean,
book deal gonna come through. You ain't
yeah,
gonna have
I
to
need
worry
to
about
retire. I
Social
need to be,
Security.
yeah. My story needs to be sold. All the things. Oh, and so going back, that story we talked about on the show with the CPS kid. The
Yeah.
kid was named Adrian Jones.
Okay.
And I remember the story because the kid was 7 years old. The father, he did all sorts of things. I'll show you some of the images. But he eventually fed his body to the pigs. Remember that story?
Uh, yeah, that's jacked up.
Yeah. He eventually fed
That's
his
the one
body.
that you said that the teacher seen all the scars and all of
No,
that.
that was Fernandez.
Okay.
This is another boy. This is the one we talked about previously on another show.
And we've talked about a lot of stuff
Yeah.
like that, which
Yeah.
to me is heartbreaking to
It is.
um
It's tragic.
uh to do anything. Um so it's crazy. Uh I don't know. It's crazy how they pick and choose. It's it, I feel for that family during this time that's heartbreaking not having your child with you, not knowing if your child is safe. Um and the way that everything was done, somebody need to be held accountable. And if it's starting with that doctor that originally called and reported that worked for Baylor Scott and White, need to start there. Because what was his reason for reporting it? Because he's the one that made the initial call.
Mhm.
And from there, CPS got their paperwork mixed up because they had someone else name on the paperwork. So y'all got to get your stuff together.
Yeah. Like this is the last thing you need to drop the ball on. Like
Exactly.
you're messing with people's lives.
And I'm like this, if someone know that family and if they want to come on, we will open up the platform for they could come and tell their story because this is sickening that they even having to deal with this. So um but that's heartbreaking. Radio. How you feel about Trump being indicted? I'm asking radio because I wonder if he's still sitting up on the toilet like this.
Look, somebody posted, the ironic thing here is I spent my entire life lying, cheating, and not paying people I owe. And then I actually pay one person, and look what happens. Should have paid more. I don't know. No.
Well, my whole thing is, I said beforehand, if charges was ever brought up, it wouldn't just be one charge. It's gonna be
Yeah.
separate
But
charges.
this one to
Now,
bring them up on, it's like, are they they're doing so many things, and it's like almost like they're trying to backdoor them
no,
so that they can
because
stick something to him, because a lot of these charges, like would he actually end up in jail for some of these? But then
I
it
don't
was like, how many?
34 or something.
Yeah, 34 charges. So maybe one of them will actually get him something.
I'm
Not
sorry.
a half a bucket.
Yeah.
I haven't had KFC in like 10,000 years. I forgot what they
we
keep cooking.
had some. I think it was when we came from vacation or before we went or something. I don't know, but
Like, it all
no,
tastes
before
fake. I mean, it's
we went to
edible,
vacation.
but
Well, how we end up getting it was because it was late. I got caught up doing some stuff around the house, and I looked up. Everything closed early, close by us. So 9 o'clock. That's it. And I made it there at 9:02, and the manager said they were closed, but she asked what did I want. I told her. She said, "Look, we got enough chicken for you, but it's all gonna be dark meat." Okay, that's fine. And they sides was okay. I was like, fine, whatever you could get us for the night, that's cool. I just didn't feel like driving 5 miles to go somewhere to get something else because everything closed early by us. But yeah, you're right, radio. I he's nervous. He's definitely nervous. You see that message I sent you earlier from Twitter?
mm-hmm.
The 3 pictures.
Mm-hmm. Did I pay attention to him? No.
I know you didn't.
Like, I skimmed over it, and I was like, huh? Okay.
I know you didn't.
Like, if it doesn't grab me in 0.15 seconds,
I know you didn't.
I need pictures, I need feels, I need drama.
Well, the whole thing was
Yeah.
Marjorie Green had texted out about protests,
Oh, yeah.
and
And you were like,
and
it's
I
like
was
5
like,
people.
boy, that's a really sad protest. There's only 5 people out there. I
So,
said, boy,
the story just came out. TikTok is going to get a bunch of kids killed.
oh Lord.
Like, we need to do better. We need to start teaching our kids they can't do everything. Like, this whole, we can't tell our kids no mentality. You need to tell them no. You can't do everything you see on TV or on the social medias. So apparently 10 kids have been hospitalized from the spicy gum used in TikTok challenge.
The spicy gum.
I've never even heard of it. Trouble bubble gum. Never even heard of it. But apparently they're trying to, I guess, blow a bubble despite the gum's heat. It's sold online online retailers such as Amazon, and Orange Fire Chief James Young Jr. Noted that the gum contains pepper extract measuring 16 million Scoville heating units, which he says is equivalent to pepper spray.
Oh hell.
Yeah. Oh, here's
And
a picture
pepper
of it.
spray.
Here's a picture of the gum. Trouble bubble. Like, how do they
Yes.
find these things? Like, what? Oh, and they say the gum causes skin irritation, respiratory, and airway inflammation. So, anyone
Mm.
found to have used the gum should be treated for extensive exposure to oleoresin capsicum. I just went through that because I've never seen these letters all together. But I
Well,
was,
my thing,
yeah. So,
my thing is, why? How are they allowed to sell these
but how do
things?
they find this stuff? That's the thing. Like, why are kids trying to kill themselves or do harm to themselves for TikTok followers? Like, I don't understand
That
that.
that don't make sense.
Like, at all. Like, these kids are just like, we need to do better with mental health. Mental health. We need to include that as a part of your physical. If you need more, we need to promote mental health because I think a lot of these issues would not exist if we have better health care. Just saying.
True.
We wouldn't have grown adults eating, was it Tide Pods? Like, why?
What?
Remember the
Who
Tide
eating
Pod
Tide Pod?
challenge?
You see that's some
And these
crazy
were
stuff.
like adults. These were like 20 something year old millennials eating Tide Pods.
Mm. That's kind of like and see this is why we need stronger gun laws. I seen a fool um on TikTok the other day with an assault rifle, a kid with an assault rifle and shot it, loaded it up, shot it one time, but not thinking that bullet got to go somewhere.
Exactly. But nobody thinks
That
about, you know, gravity.
that
Like
don't
what
make
goes
sense.
up
I'm like,
must
really?
come down. Like, but we
Like,
learned that watching freaking Looney Tunes. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, and then they took that away, and that's when everything was on the decline. Like, we know we can't run off a cliff and then survive it. We know we can't hit ourselves in the face with a frying pan and just have an imprint of the frying pan on our face. We know we can't eat a block of triangle cheese and then it comes out a triangle in our bellies. Like, we know
That
this stuff.
government
We
cheese.
had common sense. You know, these kids are just feral and just dumb for no reason because they haven't been told no. They don't know. They haven't been exposed to certain things because we've censored it all. We've canceled everything. Bring back the old Looney Tunes and Speedy Gonzales. You know, kids act right. And then parents guide your
Exactly.
children.
And that's the problem because a lot of these parents are on TikTok doing
Trying to
the
be it.
challenges like the kids
Yeah.
instead of raising their
But
kids.
to be fair, the parents are about the same age as the kids now. Like, I saw a
Yeah.
TikTok, and the trend is show yourself at 18 and your child.
And they
Girl
looking
showed
like
her picture of
twins.
herself at 18, and her child was 9. I was like, so you 18 in the picture, and your child is 9 in the picture. Carry the one minus. Somebody needs to call CPS. Like, what's the statute of
Exactly.
limitations? Because that's illegal. All this is illegal, and you just showing it. Like, I mean, the child's here, and nothing you can do about it. But you see a lot. You see a lot of this on TikTok.
But see, that was the situation when they were saying that I know growing up, um I remember this, I think it was back in the 80s. Clarice Tinsley did a story about an 8-year-old girl having a baby. It
Mm.
wasn't in Texas, though, it was somewhere else. And that's when they started the trend babies having babies because it was a lot of
Yep.
young girls having babies, which was crazy. Kind of like the school teacher here in Dallas was arrested a couple of days ago. I think it was at Brown Adam High School for inappropriate relationship with a student,
Mhm.
which is crazy.
Yeah. But then here's the kicker. They blame the girls. A lot of the comments and stuff, I'm like, these are little girls. Like, I
And
don't
these
care
are
how
grown ass
flirty a
folks.
little girl is, you're a grown ass man. And a lot of these are like from, 20 something year old boys, you know. Like, there's so many questions, so many questions.
It's a lot of
Let's
questions to
stop
answer.
vilifying women and girls for things that happen when they're way too young to even process what's going on. Like they don't even know what's going on with their bodies, and their minds are not fully developed. Let's let kids be kids and stop treating kids adults. And that's I think
Exactly.
we get rid of a lot of problems with just following the basics.
And in society today, what we see on TV, a lot of people try to mimic those things that they see on TV, but not realizing
Mhm.
everything you see on TV is not real. A lot of
Yeah,
these
it's
folks
fiction.
that say they have all this money, but then you turn around and see them shopping at the Dollar Tree, just like you. Be like, wait a minute, what happened to all that
Wasn't
money?
it little Bow Wow who was talking about he was on a private jet and he took a picture and then they were like, "This fool is like he's not even on a private jet. He's on Delta." Like it was something. Little Bow Wow got called out for the moment he posted it. Let me see, little because the picture, uh,
Mm.
private jet. Because I'm
People
almost
be
it was a private
fronting
jet.
and all of that. While you
Yeah,
trying to find that,
yeah.
my answer ready.
Because he posted, I said luxury. And they're like, this fool is sitting next to me on like Delta on the way to New York. It was like, he's on my flight. Like, because I
But
guess
he
the guy
said he was
followed
on a private jet.
him. And he was on a private jet. This fool was like, and this dude was like, I'm sitting next to this fool. Here he is. That's
Called the man.
we on
So
Delta.
so did they so did they take him straight to the airplane in a private car or something?
Huh?
Did you freak? Oh, I
Lil
thought you
Bow Wow was
no,
never
you
on a
showed
private jet.
no, I'm
Oh
saying
no,
in a
no.
private
So
car.
private jet, he yeah. So Bow Wow is just on Delta, and a passenger behind him took a picture of him because I guess the passenger followed Bow Wow, and Bow Wow was like, "Oh, I'm on this private jet," and the boy was like, "No, he ain't, because I ain't on a private jet."
Call it the map. You see? You
Like he
gotta
even had his
realize
little
every
head like he got his little neck pillow, just posting randomness. Like
I
talking
I
about,
got a
yeah,
net
this
pillow
is
too, but
my private jet. I was like,
I got a net pillow,
brother was like,
but my
this was right in front of me. Coach. I mean, I don't know if it was coach.
not
It
even in
didn't look like
first
first
class.
class, but it was like,
Yeah,
mm-mm. He was just on a regular
yeah,
commercial flight to New York.
that's jacked up. Um,
So yeah,
why your money
social
ain't that?
media is
Ain't
pretty much all advertisements, and not all ads are real. We learned in photography, like a lot of food ads are fake. They do the rest fillers, colors and wax. You see that juicy burger glistening? That's wax and water. You're
exactly.
seeing it.
Now,
All
now,
the
now, hold
ladies.
on.
There's a toothpick
Now, I'm
and
gonna
all the
say
tricks.
this. Now, if I post some food, that's real. That's real. So
Well, we're talking about like
ain't nothing fake about.
commercial food places.
Yeah,
So not everything you see on like. Anybody see that movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas? I recommend you watch it. Find it, watch it. We've all been to that point, but he didn't have that thing that kept him from popping off. brilliant movie. There's a scene where he goes into like Wendy's. He picked out a burger, and it was all beautiful, like 17 layers. It was just sitting up high. He got his burger. It was like a cheeseburger Happy Meal burger, all flat. He looked at this because it's fake. They just pictures and advertisements just made to entice you. Is not real. Just like social media is not real. Like I post things just to get a reaction sometimes on Facebook. A real friend, I'm just kidding. But usually the couple that I know is going to be triggered that will respond and make my day because it's funny.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm
you and your
it's
Starbucks
like moving
videos
like
on
I'm watching
Fridays.
Netflix and Candy Crush. Like that's what I do. Like sometimes I just post random things. So you should
Well,
only
that's
you
what you gotta
shouldn't
do.
take any post at face value. You
Not unless it's mine. If
don't.
it's
I don't
mine,
take
it's real.
that as face value either. That's what they. My hair is real fake.
I'm finna say,
Oh my!
don't get too close to that light now. Don't get too close to that light.
Well,
Be talking about
flammable, sir.
yes.
All hair is flammable.
Yeah, but that one
So
not gonna
yeah.
blaze up. It's just gonna melt.
Actually, I don't
Start
know
seeing
the way
little
it is.
black
It probably
dots.
the fire will probably be like, "What is this? What is this?" In my fake Jurian. What is this nonsense? I can't burn with this.
I
I can't get
cannot
jiggy.
burn this. You
Like I
start
don't know what
seeing
this is.
little black dots showing up on your shirt. Be like, what's that on your shirt, Risk?
On my medium shirt.
I don't know.
I was ambitious today. I almost had a soul man incident, but nobody was at work, so nobody would have lost an eye. But whatever.
Oh,
I wasn't changing. I wasn't changing for no
yeah.
one. But I did have to undo this top button, so it is what it is. I can breathe.
Well, man, I really miss you. I know they'll talk, but I miss our crowd, radio, all aboard, mama them.
All our game. Our peeps.
Yeah. Wonder what Marcellus is up to.
He working his 15 jobs.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Just open up a page and I was like, oh, I'm not sure. I didn't know where I was for a minute.
There you go.
Huh?
So, you know what's crazy?
They're weird.
You know what's crazy? Sometimes I could be talking on the phone or
Gnarls barking.
or whatever. Then all of a sudden my watch would just come on and start repeating stuff. Be like, let me see if I can find that. I'm like, find what? I'm not talking to you. And so mid series have
Well, I mean, my Google dictates sometimes my conversations. So I mean, it happens.
So radio did ask the question, why is he even campaigning right now? The election is a year and a half away. Well, the thing is, Trump
Because
probably
he doesn't
been
want to be called a liar. He said he was going to do it.
And he probably been knowing that he was going to be indicted, but didn't say anything till it got closer. Because after he left New York and went to Florida, he asked folks for donations. That's one of the things New York is getting them on because it's something dealing with the election, and he lied about a lot of things. The amount of money he have and all of this, his business practice, and New York, like, no, we're gonna actually hold you accountable for it. So I think if anything, he would get charged for that. That's my opinion. I don't know. Hell, if he get the right jury, he may not be charged at all. But I believe they said he's facing 134 years or something in prison. Shit, he's
Yeah.
lucky if he make a year.
Well, listen, I don't know. But I
And then
mean,
everybody,
what they give Jeffrey Dahmer? He murdered them people plus one day or something is ridiculous. I don't think he would
yeah,
actually get that many years, but we shall see. Like I would be impressed if they did that. I would be impressed with our legal system. I would.
what are you talking about? His buddy, the son, had
And
been
on that day,
spotted
on
eating
the day
pudding
of
with his
judgment,
fingers.
we should have.
That's why. We say, "Are you sure it was pudding?"
Yes,
But then
we
again,
should.
maybe he had a Bill Cosby moment since he don't want to talk about the Black history in schools. Maybe he thought he was the Jello pudding man. Who knows? But I think all of them is a nutcase because why you don't want to talk about history of America in school, history of the Black race, and then you go on and ban it from the colleges. That don't make sense. That just showing how racist you are. And that's crazy. So, and for people to go for it is even crazier because here it is, they talk about every other language in school. Why not ours? Why not our history? They scared people would stand up and make a difference. That's what it sounded like to me. Kind of like the incident that happened in Tennessee. I believe it was yesterday. I know, you ain't gotta put it. Yeah, in Tennessee when they expelled three um three people out of the house or this commission or something. Um because they talked about the gun violence that happened in Tennessee when the what was it, 3 kids that was killed and 3 adults that was killed a couple of weeks ago up in Nashville.
Probably. It's a lot of stuff that goes. That's
And the brother, he actually makes sense. He's like, y'all all about you supporting guns, but you don't want to put a control them, which is crazy. And all these school shootings
I
that is
mean, you
going
made
on.
more money with war and violence than sick people. Them's the facts.
Well, I think they should the ones that um these folks that wish to have these type of guns, don't let them out the if we end up going to war again, don't let them out like Trump did. You want to fight, go. Let them be the first one to go.
Be on the front lines.
Yeah,
That'd be it.
let them do
Watching Netflix in my apartment, looking out my window.
it. Making sure ain't you and your roommates gonna be sitting there
Sitting like
watching
this.
Netflix.
I know, with the little rat like this on my phone, making sure I'm not in the window with the lights
I
out.
just had a vision when you did that. I said, boy, what if one come, whatever that is hanging on your wall behind your left shoulder? I said, what if it was one walking down the wall? I would have laughed. Would have been like, Tanya. Now you have something
Not
hanging on
walking
the
on my wall.
wall over there, something white. I didn't say nothing walking, something
Yeah, it's
on
like
your
a
wall.
fire detector and the
Yeah, but
modem for the apartment, and then the
okay.
water thing.
Now just imagine when you laid back right there, if it was one sitting up up there looking at talking about, oh, she
One way.
crazy. What she doing?
One way.
One of your
They
pets.
gonna have those videos where you have like little things crawling. I better not. Listen, they can have this apartment. They can have this
What
apartment. No
what say
care.
you see anything, it's gone.
Running over
And
water. You can have. They're like,
now
what
see
about your
this
stuff?
why I
It's
try not to
contaminated.
you can have it all.
Run for the game.
The Cocoa Puff.
President of what? You gotta be a little more specific. Not the United States.
What didn't one of the Kennedys
I'm
they who Herschel Walker? You gonna run to
like,
the liquor store?
you gonna run to the toilet.
No, I don't think we'll hear from Herschel for a while. I don't see that happening. But nothing will surprise me. Nothing will surprise me. It was something I was gonna say before we get up out of here. Damn. I had just said it. Oh well, it'll come back in a minute. But yeah, I don't see Herschel running again. He probably disowned his son now, but hey, that's how it be sometimes. son and put all his business out there. He don't take care of me, allegedly. But hey, that's Herschel. Hopefully, get some help. Herschel, if you still need a counselor, reach out to me, man. I got some counselors that can help you. So definitely reach out to me. And we all about mental health on here. So we'll get you some help. So Miss Risky, what's your plans for the weekend?
You know, I may become an active senior this weekend and play some poker with the seniors. Just and then I'll come home and let my creative juices flow, and that's it. Nothing. Like, I'm gonna stay home this weekend. Ultimately, I'm not venturing out to the south side. That's a lot. I need a break. So what are you doing?
Well, I work in the morning, and so I'll be at work tomorrow. Probably end up going to work out after, because I did get the 10 pounds I gained off. I did get that off. So
Yeah, I need to work on
I've
mine.
been going. I went back to the place I used to go to to have the 130-degree infrared heat. Go in there and work out for 15, 20 minutes or whatever, 30 minutes. I'm up to 45 minutes. So riding a bike for 45 minutes in 130-degree temperature, which is really good. The key of it, you must be hydrated before you go in and during your session and after your session, which is good. So I try to go in there and do what I can to keep this weight off. But Sunday, thanks to one of our good friends, they actually gave us tickets to the Mavericks game. So we'll be going to the Mavericks game on Sunday.
Fun
And
time.
yeah, it's an early game, which is good because I got to hit it Monday. And so the game is at 2:30. So I'll probably be home by 6:30, 7 o'clock, which is good.
Yeah, that's a good time.
And praying for all those folks that have been affected by the recent storms. I have a cousin that lives in Little Rock, and he was telling me, he said, man, um, he said we was really blessed because one of my neighbor was watching the tornado when it came through Little Rock, and it was heading straight toward their house. And he said it seemed like God just snapped his finger. Tornado went up, jumped over their house, and went about 2 blocks over, came back down. And he said that's truly a blessing. Um, so it's one of those things you got to stay prayed up, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're going through. You have to continue to pray. And but other than that, I'm we're gonna try to make a point to start coming back on a little bit more. And we just been busy. Well, yeah, we've been busy.
I
Why
just
you
been
look like
tired.
that?
I just been tired because I'm
Hey,
processing what you're saying
yeah,
for, you know,
yeah, it been rough. So we're gonna try to make a point to come on try to do it once a week. But
or every couple of
trust
weeks or
me,
something. We'll see what happens.
yeah, we're gonna be
It's
getting
just-
in back into the swing of it. So, but other than that, tell the folks where they can find you, Miss Risky.
You can find me online at RSK um, on and TikTok are the two platforms I'm on. And I'm looking at this button. The other button's about to go. And then if you want to send me a message,
Huh.
rskee at yahoo.com. If you have any show ideas or just want to say hey, rskee.com. You can look at some of my old blogs. I haven't blogged in a minute, but you can look at my stuff. That's it.
That's cool. I was trying to make sure if that button popped, it didn't hit me or nothing, so I was leaning to the side. But
Hmm.
you can follow me on social media. I'm gonna be honest. Lately, TikTok been having me. So speak on the Kurt Dog on TikTok. You can find me on there. You can always send me a message. I will respond back. Just like we had a couple of people that sent us message asking about updates for a show. Um, the last time we was on the show about an update for Lisa Johnson case out of Seattle, and I messaged her sister, and she said it's no update. So unfortunately, I really feel like Seattle need to be investigated because for years I've always heard that Seattle is a high suicide city, but
It is nine
after
months of the
looking
year it
into the
rains, so it's gloomy.
that's what they say, but when we went, I don't think it rained but one time up there, and we was there for like a week. Um, but
Oh, a whole
that's what
week.
they say.
That's a long time, Kurt.
Well, it was about four. We went up there on a Sunday and came back, I think, Thursday morning or something. Um, but the thing is, with Seattle, they say that, but when I was looking into the Lisa Johnson case, um, they immediately said her case was a suicide without even investigating it. So it's definitely something to look into. Are they actually investigating the cases, or are
Right.
they just ruling everything a suicide
They just don't
and
want to be
say, hey,
bothered.
yeah, don't want to get to work? But some of them making some good money as police officers, which they should, but pay our school teachers, pay the school teacher, pay the CPS worker, hell, pay child care for some folks. Um, but other than that, find me on social media. Uh, Same to you, radio. Wishing a happy Easter to you and your family. And to all our listeners, pray that y'all have a good week. Until next time, we love each and every one of you.